Mahesh Dattani is a contemporary Indian playwright, and his popular play Tara revolves around uh, separation of conjoined twins in such a manner that out of the two babies, that one is a girl and the other is a boy, and they have got one leg common. This leg belongs to the girl child, but because of the gender discrimination, because of the obsession with the boy child of Indian parents, that leg is cut from the girl's body and given to the boy's body. But because that was a part of the girl's body, later on this leg becomes dysfunctional in the boy also, and it has to be removed. So ultimately, the girl who could have been better off with that leg, she also becomes crippled because she is left with only one leg, and the boy to whom this leg was given, even that leg was rejected in him. That is why he also remains with one leg. So both of the children have one leg each, and this type of separation, although it involved a lot of money, it involved a lot of expertise by the doctors and all that, but then because of the parental authority, because the grandfather of these children was a very influential person who was biased towards a boy child, he forces the doctors to take this decision, and it was done, but in vain. So ultimately, it leads to the death of the daughter, and she has been named Tara here. Uh, she is intelligent, she is capable, she has the power, or you can say she has got the ability to become a good businesswoman. But because of the parental authority, because of the parental attitude, the girl is not allowed to flourish in any way, not physically because her leg was removed, not mentally because she was not allowed to do what she was best at. So we see that this drama is about discrimination of the girl child, and ultimately the whole family suffers. The father of the boy, who is biased towards the boy child, even he does not get any support of the boy child when he gets old. So the ultimate, purpose of having a boy, or doing partiality with the boy, it all goes in vain, and the family suffers on this account. That is a different thing. So ultimately, we come to know that Tara and Chandan are two babies who are conjoined twins, and their separation brings a lot of chaos into the family. Though it is only the mother and the grandfather, we are told that they took this decision, they were keen on this separation, but the father is also held responsible, and we are told that he belonged to the state of Gujarat, where earlier people used to drown their daughters in milk. If the baby born was a girl, then they used to drown that daughter in the milk, thinking that this is going to give her moksha or salvation. But they would not have to rear this child because the responsibility of bringing up girls is too much, and lot of money is involved. So the social evil of dowry, the social evil of being partial towards a boy child, all this has been brought out by Dattani. The father and the mother are basically the protectors of the child, so they must be impartial towards their children, and they should be the protectors of their children. But Bharti and Patel, the father and the mother of the child, they fail to be true parents to the little children, because they are already biased, and they have this mindset that the boys are more desirable, and therefore they harm the girl child psychologically, physiologically, through operation. Their impudent decision over the separation and preferring the boy over the girl became a reason of lot of pain and suffering for the whole family. Later on in this play, we also come to know how children are oblivious to gender discrimination. They do not know about all this, but they fall prey to the parental decision. Here, Chandan always considers Tara as an integral part of himself. Tara is a soulmate for Chandan, and he argues with his father for Tara when Patel wants Chandan to go to office with him, and they want to leave Tara behind, although Chandan feels that she is more uh, fit for the job because she understands the business processes and has got keen interest in that. But Patel wants Chandan to come to office because he thinks that if Tara would get married and go to another person's house, it would be Chandan who would take care of the business. So he needs to be taught, not Tara. He is not even paying attention to this fact that Tara also needs to stand on her own feet as far as becoming financially independent is concerned. So when Patel says that Tara will not accompany them, she looks hurt, and Patel immediately says that it is her wish to accompany them, but it is compulsory for Chandan to come. This shows how Patel fails to uh, develop an impartial bond with the two children, and the daughter stays out of the picture, knowing that the father does not want her to accompany him to the office. This exercises his control over the son, and he wanted him to work in office because the general thought process of the parents or conventional parents is that the girl would go to her own house, so she need not be made financially independent. It is more important for the boy to be financially independent, and he should understand business and all that, because he will be taking up the authority, and the girl has to do nothing with that. She has to just go to another's house and become a homemaker. So that is the irony. The daughter is made to sacrifice not only her leg but also her identity, her desires, and she is not made to do the things that she is capable of. But she is innocent, and she thinks uh, that this uh, was a normal sacrifice that she ought to do. Therefore, she forgives everyone, and ultimately, because of the operation that had been done, which was very um, uh, difficult to perform, because this was the girl's child and it had to be given to the boy. That is why lot of organs of the girl were also sacrificed, and ultimately she dies an untimely death. But Chandan, as a brother, was not able to forgive the society for this kind of thinking, and therefore we are told in the play that Chandan grows up to become a playwright, and then she writes for the girl, for the sister who had sacrificed everything, but she was given no recognition. So we find that this is a realistic play. Realism is there, in which Tara is the real hero, heroine, or protagonist in the play, in the traditional sense of the drama. These characters are from the upper class, and they have got the power and pelf. We are told that Patel is a Gujarati and Bharti is a Punjabi girl, and they marry for love, but Patel's family do not own them, so they have to live with Bharti's parents. Bharti's father is an influential person, and he dictates his terms because Patel is living as a ghar jawai. Later on, at the end of the play, when even Bharti has died, Patel says that it was not his decision to uh, operate upon the children and lend the girl's leg to the boy. But from his attitude, it is quite visible that he is also biased towards the boy child, and because he is the storyteller, after the wife has died and after the grandfather is no more to defend himself, he puts the blame on those people who have died, uh, of the bias that was uh, that happened, or the partiality that happened. He blames the wife and the grandfather for that. But ultimately, we see that when it was a question of going abroad for higher studies, then he preferred Chandan and did not mention Tara's name. So it was made very clear from the very beginning to the girl child that she would not be considered for this, higher education thing. And similar was the case when they had to go to the office, and the father did not talk very lovingly with the girl because he might be having that guilty conscience in his mind. Even Bharti had that guilty conscience, and he wanted to tell things to Tara and Chandan, but then she could not, and ultimately she reaches the asylum, and she loses control over her own mind and later on dies. So the characters' relationship with each other represent a kind of vacuum. When there is lack of true understanding, true love, and true concern for each other between individuals of a family, then their dissatisfaction with each other, their true feelings for each other, they also result in some kind of frustration and unfulfillment. Hollow kind of a relationship develops, and therefore these people are never at peace. They never enjoy absolute happiness in their lives because they in their hearts know that they are being selfish. So, although they long to live a secure life, and they hug traditions, and they do not question those traditions that are not fair, and they go for gender discrimination in the as it was in the patriarchal system. But then that act of theirs, it keeps on haunting them, and they fail to live a natural life, and therefore the people who live around them, they notice it and call them freaks.